Hi parents, I've been falling off the bus here with doing the updates, so I apologize for that, but just want to update you on a couple of things. These are all, anything that I update you about are things that your student already has been informed of and we've talked about multiple times during class, but I just want to send something home to you guys as well. So let's see, due today, and we had time to work on it in class, so not a big deal if you haven't heard about it yet, but due today was students needed to find 3 resources in 2 different formats about any topic of their choosing, just almost like a micro research project. So for example, what I'm doing is I'm looking for a new camera, and so I found 2 videos on YouTube that discuss this camera versus this one, and then I found one blog post that someone wrote doing the same thing, discussing this camera versus this one. So that would be 3 resources, 2 videos in the blog post, and 2 different formats, video, text. Okay, so your students need to have that. They're supposed to have it by today. We got about 95% of the kids have turned it in. And that got turned in on Edmodo. So I'm going to do another push for Edmodo here. If you're interested in seeing the assignments as they get turned in, that kind of stuff, we do a lot of our in-class turn-in type of things on Edmodo. So if you're interested in that, please send me an email, rgarand@waukee.k12.ia.us. It's okay, just let me finish. Yeah, that's fine. Go ahead. And so that was due today. And then what we're going to do with them is next Wednesday and Thursday, students are going to do just really quick, short presentations of what they found. Okay, so I might do kind of what they learned. Okay, so I might put together a real short, maybe 1-minute video of some of the things I learned. Maybe an interview with myself explaining it. Maybe I pull a couple of clips from the other videos and some pictures of the cameras and that kind of stuff that explains the decision that I made. Maybe if someone was researching what pet they wanted to get or something like that, they might pull up, they might do a big board collage type of thing with some pictures and images and dog food versus cat food and this kind of stuff.
Can I use a computer?
Yes, that's fine. Go ahead. Yep. So that kind of gives you an idea of what we're going to do with those. On Monday, we're going to brainstorm some ideas of things that they could create for their presentations. So that's that. Also due on Monday is their This They Believe essay. Now, all of you should know about this because you've all been interviewed for your students' This They Believe essay. You got to tell a story, and now your student is going to tell your story. So that is due on Monday. That is due in one of 2 ways. Number 1, they can post it on their blog and then send a link on Edmodo. That's where they turn that in. Number 2, they can turn it in by hand on paper, handwritten. Okay. The thing we talked about in class is that I do not want a typed printed copy. Because in my world, if you're already on the computer and you're typing it up, publish it on your blog. That's what the blog is for, so that they can get comments and respond to each other and read each other's stuff. So if you are already on the computer, type it up and publish it on your blog. If you can't have access to the computer, handwrite it and turn it in that way. That's due Monday. We are about to start rolling into our poetry unit. Not 100% sure what it looks like yet. We're going to be reading poetry, finding poetry, bringing poetry in, writing some poetry, really analyzing poetry, trying to find that figurative language in poetry and really try to get to understanding what figurative language is and what makes figurative language different from literal language. And if you've read much poetry, which I'm sure you all have at some point in your lives, you know that poetry can be full of that figurative language where the poet is really saying something deeper than what's at the surface. So anyway, I appreciate sticking with me for about 4.5 minutes, it looks like here. So thanks for taking the time to watch this. As always, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, anything like that, just let me know. Shoot me an email. Yeah, all right. Have a safe weekend. Sounds like the snow is coming, so stay warm.